In 1 Samuel chapter 7, we read about some good news. And the good news is that the Israelites repent and turn back towards God and serve Him, and that leads to their victory. Now remember, the Ark of the Covenant has now been in Kiriath Jearim, probably pronounced that wrong, for 20 years now. Verse 2 says, time went by until 20 years had passed since the ark had been taken to Kiriath Jearim. Then the whole house of Israel longed for the Lord. He always welcomes you back. You think you messed up? You think you've gone too far? I promise you have not. Samuel then gives 3 commandments. He tells them to turn away from their idols, turn away from these false gods, direct their hearts to the Lord, and serve Him and Him alone. So basically Samuel says, I will pray for you, I will talk with the Lord, but he calls them to repent. He tells them to gather in Mizpah, and he will pray to the Lord on their behalf. That's verse 5. When they got there, they drew water and poured it out in the Lord's presence. They fasted that day and they confessed. Now, when the Philistines heard about this, they were like, wait a second. So they kind of started freaking out, as they should. And the Israelites said, don't stop crying out to the Lord, our God, for us, so that he will save us from the Philistines. Samuel took a young lamb, offered it up as a whole burnt offering to the Lord. He cried out to the Lord on behalf of Israel, and the Lord answered him. And the Lord fought for Israel. He sent some confusion to the Philistines, and they were able to defeat them. Verse 13 says, so the Philistines were subdued and did not invade Israel's territory again. Chapter 7 ends with Samuel judging Israel throughout his life.